This morning on DC News Now, we're starting off with temperatures in the 20s, even low 30s at this hour. A colder start out there this morning. Later on this afternoon, those high temperatures low to mid 50s and even warmer tomorrow. All these details coming up with that 7-day.
Also coming up this morning, President Biden set to deliver his State of the Union address this evening, how police are preparing for the event.
Plus changes for Metro riders, how getting to work and home could possibly take you less time.
In a bill that would bring sweeping reform to DC's criminal code, now stalled in Congress. What's next for the bill?
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, good Tuesday morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with a live look outside. It is starting off pretty chilly for this Tuesday morning, Jackie, and it's pretty dark out there still.
Yeah, it is pretty dark considering sunrise. We have at least an hour and 10 minutes until sunrise is officially out there. But yes, it's chilly as you're stepping out this morning, especially in comparison to yesterday morning. Many of us right now running into the 20s at this hour, but in the district, we're starting off in the low 30s, and that's one of the warmer spots on the map right now. We're upper 20s, Hagerstown and Frederick, low 20s, Manassas, Luray, even upper teens right now in Woodstock. A considerable difference from yesterday morning. Many of us running at least 10 to 15 degrees cooler than yesterday morning, but a few areas are running at least 20 degrees colder, and we're nearing 30-degree difference out towards Woodstock at this hour. But as we look ahead towards later on today, we'll notice a mix of sun and clouds. We're starting to notice a few clouds strolling in at this hour. We'll eventually notice some sunny breaks, so very similar to what we saw yesterday, but I'm thinking a little bit more of that sunshine out there today, at least into the afternoon hours. Seeing a little bit of that reduction in visibility associated with some fog. We're down to about 7 miles in Winchester, Martinsburg, Luray, as well as Frederick, 6 in Hagerstown. High temperatures later on today, low to mid 50s across much of the region. It'll be a little bit warmer tomorrow and even warmer Thursday. I have the latest details on those temperatures with that 7-day coming up. Shanika's here with the all-important traffic update. How are those roadways on this Tuesday morning?
Oh, they're looking good. Not the best camera, though. GW Parkway north and southbound. This is right near Maryland on that side. It's not really looking too bad as time goes on, though. Do watch for traffic heading northbound. 66 east and west, 95 north and southbound in Virginia. No complaints right now. Over to the top side, you're very clear as well. You're looking good. Another hot spot. Do watch for outer loop delays as time goes on. You're already starting to see a little bit of the yellow there, so would you keep that in mind as you're heading out. 270 north and southbound, all clear as well.
All right, Shanika, thank you. Breaking this morning, 2 people are seriously hurt after a fire in Northwest D.C. It happened at a home overnight on 8th and Elder Streets. Now, firefighters say 2 people were rescued from the 2nd floor. Investigators are working to find the cause of the fire.
And here's a look at some other stories you need to know before heading out the door. President Biden is set to deliver his State of the Union address to a joint session of Congress tonight. Capitol Police are setting up fencing around the Capitol and will close down several streets in the area. Our Lex Wars is live in just a few minutes with details on all of that.
And Metro riders can expect to spend less time waiting for the train. Orange, Blue, and Blue Plus lines are increasing services to every 12 minutes during peak travel times. The changes impact rush hour travel on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Now, Red Line trains will also increase service to every 8 minutes.
Students in Berkeley County, West Virginia are heading back to school this morning. This all comes after a security hack closed the district yesterday. The schools have not said whether any data was compromised.
And this morning, crews are still searching for survivors after an earthquake hit Turkey and parts of Syria Monday. So far, more than 5,000 people have died. Nearly 18,000 people were killed in a similar earthquake back in 1999 in Turkey.
Your time right now is 6:03 this morning. President Biden will deliver his State of the Union address tonight. This will be his first address with a Republican majority in the House. The White House says that President Biden plans to talk about his achievements over the last 2 years. He will amplify his message that Democrats and Republicans can work together despite a divided Congress. Biden also plans to lay out a bold vision going forward while giving people a window into the inner workings of Washington.
I want to talk to the American people and let them know the state of affairs, what's going on, what I'm looking forward to working on from this point on, what we've done, and just have a conversation with the American people.
President Biden plans to hit the road with trips to Wisconsin and Florida after the State of the Union address. And Capitol Hill is looking a little different this morning, heading into tonight's State of the Union.
Yeah, DC News Now's Lex Wars is live at Capitol Hill this morning. And Lex, what do people need to know about the State of the Union?
Right, well, Capitol Police actually released their traffic plan and security plan over the weekend. Of course, that is what's going to be impacting the locals here who work and live right here in this area. The first thing that you'll notice is the Capitol fencing or security fencing is back up around the entire Capitol complex. It's going to be making some changes for people here in the area. It does extend out to the road past the sidewalk here. So the fencing first came up. The first time we saw this fencing was after the riot on January 6th of 2021, and now it's becoming a usual sight around big political events. With President Biden giving his second State of the Union tonight, of course, we see that fencing back up, and Capitol Police have not said when exactly it will come back down. It is a sight that leaves many people feeling uneasy, and for some, it takes them back in time.
I was here when everything was blocked off during the midst of January, like around that time period. And so it just makes you realize that perhaps everything that occurred on January 6th is in ways large and small still going on.
Well, the speech is set to start at 9 o'clock tonight. Of course, one of the biggest inconveniences for people is going to be the traffic closures. You can see right here, the road still open directly surrounding the complex. In about 25 minutes at 6:30, all of the streets that are surrounding the immediate area of the Capitol will be closed, and then they will phase out and extend those road closures starting at 5:30 tonight and then again at 7 o'clock tonight. Now live in Capitol Hill, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Thank you, Lex. Metro is launching a new rush hour schedule today, so this means more trains during the busiest parts of the week. Our Joseph Omo is live at the Roslyn station this morning with everything we need to know. So, Joseph, this means people are going to be spending less time on their commutes?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not just less time on their commutes, Tanaya, less time, waiting on the platform for a train. It's also hopefully going to mean that the train that you're on has a lot less people on it because they're running through the stations more frequently. So we're bringing you these changes today because they are kind of confusing. They're not universal. They're not happening across the metro system. They're only happening during specific days and times of the week. So take a look at your screen here so that way we can run through those changes real quick. The changes right now are only coming to the orange, blue, and blue plus lines, and they're only for the busiest days of the week. We're talking Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and the busiest times during those days. Rush hour from 6 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock, and then again from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. But guys, back here at Roslyn Station, we'll use Roslyn Station actually as a perfect example. There isn't just one line that runs through the Roslyn Station. There's the orange line, the blue line, and the silver line. So for stations where there are multiple lines running through them, in a case like Roslyn Station, trains are going to be running through every 4 minutes. And I can tell you guys, it's kind of like a deja vu because I haven't been in a metro station where trains like the one behind me have been running so frequently since before the pandemic. So great news for riders, less time on the platform, less crowded trains, hopefully. And the best part is that Metro isn't done. Some more changes are coming up to the Red Line in 2 weeks. And Metro's general manager and CEO Randy Clark says that we can expect further improvements later on this year, hopefully to get Metro back on track to what we all remember it to being before the pandemic. Reporting here at Roslyn Station, I'm Joseph Olmo. Back to you guys.
All right, Joseph, thank you. Your time right now is 6:08. Developing this morning a setback for the revised Criminal Code Act that would overhaul crime and punishment. In D.C., the U.S. House Rules Committee disapproving of the updated policy. Now, overhauling the criminal code changes sentencing in D.C. As a result, D.C. Council Chair Phil Mickelson says members of Congress are playing politics.
I'm reasonably certain that no member of the House of Representatives of the United States of America has read the bill. And they don't know what's in that bill. And so all we're getting is really political rhetoric as a run-up to the 2024 election.
The criminal code could go to a vote on the House floor later this week. It will then head to the Senate.
Well, time is running out for dozens of people to vacate McPherson Square. The park is located just 2 blocks north of the White House. A camp for people experiencing homelessness has been there for several years now. The National Park Service is moving up the timeline for people to move out. The original deadline was April 12th. That has now been moved up to next Wednesday, February 15th. The National Park Service saying, quote, high levels of illegal drug and other criminal activity impede social services outreach and endanger social service providers, mental health clinicians, unsheltered individuals, and the public. Bernice Norman tells us she's lived at that camp for about 4 months and says she is glad to leave.
There's been a lot of things going on here, and they finally stood up and put in a date for it so that everyone can leave. So it's either whether they get housing or it's more people out on the street. Hopefully it's not people out on the street.
The National Park Service also told us it's working with agencies around the district to find people new places to live and connect them with the services they need.
It's been a month since police say a 6-year-old boy shot his teacher in Newport News, Virginia, and now we're learning more about the moments leading up to that incident. Abby Zorner is the first-grade teacher who was shot. Her attorney says staff members told the assistant principal 3 times that Zorner's student had a gun. They also say the 6-year-old threatened to beat up another student as well. Now, Zorner's lawyer also made a frightening claim, saying, quote, the shooter spent his entire recess with a gun in his pocket, a gun that was loaded and ready to fire, with his hand in that pocket while lots of first-grade students play. That fact is alarming. Now, Zorner is being recognized now by the Virginia State Senate. A newly passed resolution commends the teacher for her bravery and devotion to the safety of her students during last month's shooting.